Welcome, guys. Sunday. It's the podcast. I don't even have a name for it yet. I'm thinking Sunday, though. Sunday podcast. You know, nigga, quarantine, loving life. You know what it is. It's Big Sunday. And I'm about to have a meeting of minds with my boy, my brother. Vidu, Louis V, Victor. And we're going to talk about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just freestyle it for you guys' entertainment. And here he comes. Yes, sir. Get that camera on, boy. Can I hear you? Hello, hello, hello. Yo, can you hear me? Shit, can I hear me?
Oh, no, I hear you now.
You hear me? All right, bet.
Oh,
What's up, partner?
I'm going the food.
What's good, man? What's good? How's quarantine treating you, man?
Let me tell you, bro. Fucking, I'm in lockdown in uni, yeah, and there's like 30 people in school, bro. It's so fucking weird.
Wait, you're on campus?
Yeah, bro. I'm still on campus. Like I'm in my room right now. Still. That's where my roommate was, and he left.
So when you go to class, you actually go to class. You're not doing the online.
No, I'm doing online, of course, but like
okay,
still in school.
All right, man. Just to let you, I'm recording right now, so I have to speak to the audience.
Right.
This is Victor, my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's currently in Canada. Where are you in Canada, by the way? I was debating. I said you're in Vancouver or Toronto.
That, bro. If I was in Vancouver, I'd be fucking dead, man. I'm in Ottawa. It's like 3 hours, actually like 5 hours from Toronto.
Okay, she was right. Yeah. All right, man. So let's start with where we were yesterday. You were telling
Toronto goes so bad.
Huh?
I want to move to Toronto though.
Yeah, man. I've been thinking that too, but like at this point, bro, going somewhere cold without much of a plan sounds a bit you know what I mean? Like maybe if I was going to like, you know, Barbados, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll freestyle it. Worst case scenario, I'll chill on the beach. But now I have been considering it, man. I have a few people, yeah. But what would you be doing if you went there?
I'd fucking model, do school and shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Victor's man. I should have given you a better fucking introduction, bro. This nigga's
oh yeah, bro. Come on.
This nigga's a retired football player. You feel me? Retired professional football player. Currently a model from Nairobi, Kenya, that moved over to Canada, Ottawa, as we just mentioned.
Repping 254.
Yes, a rapper, as am I. You know what I'm saying?
Artists. I currently
artist, a very talented.
I currently go under the name Louis Vidu. Thank you.
Louis Vidu, yes, Louis V.
Louis V, do what you want, you know.
Yes, sir. Prolific artist with the pencil. You know what I mean? Multidisciplined, man.
I'm asking myself what the fuck it means to be an artist, man. I'm still haven't answered myself that question.
It means to create, bro.
But
I keep getting out of the frame, nigga. Like, stay. Yeah. All right, there we go.
Your TLC poster in the back is hype, bro.
Oh yeah, man. It was over there, but I moved it so it'll be in frame, you know. Shouts left eye, Ashe.
That's sick.
Yes, sir. But what were you saying?
Some bullshit.
What it means to be an artist. It means to suck your own dick constantly.
As much as you can, and in as many different ways as possible.
Yes. Yes. And then eventually others will suck your dick for you and success.
And then when you die, they suck your dick for money.
Yeah, man, and tweet hashtags and shit. That's really the aim, bro, is to be immortalized through your retardation.
Yeah.
Anyway, you you had your first shroom trip, bro.
Oh,
Tell the
yeah.
people what that experience was like. We had a
So,
we had a brief discussion on it, but
yeah.
just go further into it.
Well, initially I was trying to get acid, yeah. But
I'm
the
glad you got the shrooms. I'm glad. Yeah.
I'm not. I wish I fucking got acid. I just wanted a tab on my tongue, bro. It was that simple. But the fucking the bug, like he wasn't showing up. So we got shrooms instead way later. And I think what like fucked up my trip was the fact that like I didn't eat shit all day. Like I was empty stomach and shit. Mad like tired, before I even took the shrooms, yeah.
What makes you think it was fucked up?
The shrooms or the trip?
The trip. What was fucked up about the trip?
I mean, it wasn't fucked up. Like it wasn't what I was expecting. Like I thought it would be on like some serious psychedelic shit where I just like see the wall fucking melt and like just see like fucking dimensions and the whole matrix break down and shit. But it wasn't like that. And I
Right.
was like, I thought I was gonna see fucking trippy shit, but it didn't happen. But there was subtle shit. Like I was in Shorty's my friend's house. I keep on forgetting there's an audience here, bro. It's crazy.
Yo, man, just tap in.
Yeah. So as a Shorty's house, and she has like these LED lights all across her wall. Yeah. We did it on the setting where it like changes color, and the walls are white. So when the colors and shit are changing on the white wall, it was like the colors were speaking, bro. It was so crazy. That was the trippiest part about it too. But for me, it didn't really feel as trippy. That was
Elaborate
just
on that.
having it with
I wanna know what it means for colors to speak. In what manner and what is
like
the
like you look at like let's say you look at the ceiling and the colors are changing and like you can't look away, like you feel like you look at a color and you just see the color, as for what it is, yeah. But when we were on shrooms at that moment in time, as my friend put it, the wall was telling her secrets. I wasn't feeling it as hard as she was. Even when I took um, Molly with the same person, she like it really hit her and it didn't hit me as much. So I think she had a bigger trip than I did.
mm,
Yeah. And then the shit part about it was that like the calm down was very because he just felt really shitty. It was like a Molly calm down, but
also it was the calm down that you mentioned because you mentioned that you were very much in your head. You were
oh
you were
yeah,
just
yeah.
you were thinking a lot and it made you feel kind of trapped.
Yeah, it like collapsed me, bro. Which it was crazy because like when you're a little bit in the trip, right? You feel like you're not really tripping, but like you are, but it feels so subtle, yeah. And you're out of your head because you're engaged with all this other shit. And then when the calm down got in, at least for me, like I was straight back into my head, but like deep. I was like, it felt like I was trapped, like I was in it, I was in it, I was in it. I was beating myself up for a minute. Um, and I couldn't like stop that like mantra of like that negative mantra of whatever I was in my head for or whatever. And I was like that for like an hour, 2 hours or some shit. And it took me a whole cry to get it out and shit. I wasn't even sure what I cried about, but I just cried. But yeah, shrooms were it was tricky, man. Oh, also, we took
I'm smiling because That sounds like a good, not a good trip, but it sounds like a successful trip in the sense
Yeah,
that
it was cool, but it was like I think I was just disappointed because it wasn't what I was expecting.
you wanted some trippy dude bro shit,
I wanted to see
some
fucking
wavy
Bojack
shit.
Horseman like in animation but in my face, bro.
Yeah. I mean, bruh, the way I see it, like the fact that you've gone through this, maybe it will take you closer to the trippy dude bro shit. Just based off
Yeah,
the fact that you had some walls that you needed to break down
yeah.
is my guess maybe.
Well, I hope so. I might try acid in like 2 weeks after I do my exams.
Mm-mm. Acid, man. I'm gonna say with that, because you know what's crazy? I've never done shrooms, man. I've only done acid. So with that, I'm gonna say do whatever you gotta do to get in a calm state beforehand. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
try and build the day around like this is something you're doing. Try and like formulate the day. Like when you're about to like I don't know go on a date or you're about to do something that you feel is important or whatever, and you build the day up to like focus your energy on that thing so that you're strong or whatever you need to feel.
yeah.
Yeah, that.
Instead of just like going about it like, oh, I just bought acid, bap, type.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna just smoke some weed or some shit. Like you're gonna have an experience that could very often changes people's lives. So
Yeah.
mm.
So all these times that I haven't been able to get acid, which I've been trying for like a year and a half now, I kept on feeling like I wasn't ready and like the world didn't want to give it to me yet, or it wasn't time and shit.
Yeah, that's a way to see it. That's
Yeah,
I've heard other people put it that way as well. Cause like when I just bumped into it, I was trying to buy some weed. I don't know if I told you about that. That's when I
yeah.
first found out. I said I was just looking for some weed, and I found myself in some drug palace. It was kind of wild, actually. I just yeah, it was that's the whole thing. But yeah, then we went into this. It was a brief conversation, but it was quite interesting just like to think about the nature of thought and
Yeah,
the way your thoughts are almost like they're so seductive, like fear-based thought specifically, like it's so seductive it pulls you in and you don't even that's a drug in and of itself, fear.
yeah,
Like
bro.
it pulls you in and then you're sitting thinking about some shit for hours and the time's just gone and you haven't done anything but
Yeah, bro. It's
kind of
crazy.
destroy yourself, really.
It's crazy. And like, I remember reading, I don't know where I read this shit from, but it was like saying how people these days are really tired, but it's not like they're tired because they're doing a lot of like physical labor and work and shit, but they're tired because they're working their minds a lot in that kind of sense, like they're always stressed out, always in this fear state of mind, which really strains the brain and the body a lot,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah, tell me about your acid trip, though.
I've had a okay, my first one, it was it was literally me in the room that I had at the time when I was in university. Um and I was just sitting, uh nothing like I've never experienced anything that you would describe as like trippy. Like really like the trippiest experiences I've had have really just been smoking weed, bro. Cause like it's
Legit, bro.
yeah, because it's not about like for me at least, it's not about like which drug I do. It's more about like my state. Like for real, the trippiest shit I've experienced has been sober, like over the last year, really. Like, but yeah, I was just in my room, just thinking about shit, listening to music. I mean, that was probably the best part, listening to music. Like it was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And it was funny because I was sitting in my room and for some reason Kamara, my brother who was at my mom's house, he had control over the music from where I was. I don't know how he did that.
What?
Yeah, so he was like playing Nujabes and shit, and I was like, oh shit. Like it came out of nowhere, and obviously because I was on acid at the time, it was like a magical experience for me that I've never forgotten. Like that was the best part, and I always mention that to him, but he doesn't actually know that I was on acid. That's partly why it was so like memorable for me. Like
Yeah.
I'll send you the specific song, and you'll kind of get just by listening to it, you get a drift of like how it felt.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the second time I did half a tab with my nephew. And I was just chilling watching a movie. Cool, same thing really. And then another time was last year, no, 2018 or early 2019, because I was in Uganda for New Year's, and yeah, I was with my cousin and we did a tab, and like we were on some island by a swimming pool, so it was like ideal, you know,
Issue vibes.
druggy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we was just talking about like off because obviously we're cousins, so she was talking about the family, was talking about life. Um, it was really emotional. Like we're talking about people that we lost and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
So you never experienced any like,
Hallucinations?
yeah, like
Nah,
breaking down
bro.
reality and shit.
I mean, bro, like that's my normal day today. Like that's what I do. I break down reality. That's my thing.
I do
So
that shit on the daily, man.
yeah, bro, that's my shit. That's my jam. I mean,
That's my profession.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The most, not even trippy. I don't even know what trippy means. But like the most like the shit that's fucked me up kind of in like a good way, but also in just generally like a powerful way. Like recently has been just experiences I have when I go into my mind from a sober state, like especially in relation to dreams. Like I remember
Mhm.
one night I made a conscious decision and to have a what I'd say was a soulful experience. Like I wanted to have a deep understanding of the soul. And what like the dream I guess I could say I had was like I had to take off work for like the next 2 days afterwards, bro, because of the effect it had on me, and I can't even necessarily explain it. And that's the wildest shit. Like I could explain it. Like it was essentially me looking at this life that we live, not just me and you. I mean, this life that is life, like reality. I was looking at it from a different angle, and yeah, it was extremely like it was like suffocating to a certain extent when you consider that our souls are in a certain, you can look at it depend you can look at how you want to look at it, and it's best to be optimistic, but there is a certain level of like entrapment when it comes to like the experience from the perspective of the soul. And as a result, the soul almost sleeps, is what the realization I feel like I can explain that I came to, is that the soul sleeps as a result. Because imagine to like experience that kind of suffocation, it would be too traumatizing to consciously experience it. So you'd have to sleep.
Mm.
But then for the soul to awaken, the experience is best illustrated as like someone having like a psychotic episode in the middle of like a public space, and them feeling like um a crazy like paranoia about everyone around them. And that's something that a lot of people go through. Like a lot of people have those kind of psychotic episodes, and not to say that those are necessarily objectively objectively soulful people, but that is like an illustration, if you will, of that experience. And yeah, I had an experience of that nature, like, or at least an episode of it. And yeah, that shit, even me trying to explain it, bro, like, yeah. But that's what that's something I've realized as well, like, bro, like the deeper an experience, as far as like spiritual, the more spiritual experience I've noticed, the harder it is to explain, because it's more
Yeah.
removed. Yeah, it's more removed from this shit, the linear thinking and whatnot. I feel apologetic, like I have to be apologetic for speaking too much, but I remember this is my platform.
Yeah.
I'm so used to like having to navigate the conversation back into like a certain realm of normality. But yeah, this is what we're
um,
doing.
let's go back to dreams for a second.
Okay.
I keep on dreaming about fucking wild animals, bro. Like for the last 3 months, my dreams. Oh,
Specifically wild animals.
yeah, like specifically lions, leopards, and tigers.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's a lion or a tiger. Even yesterday, there was like two leopards and the tigers, and they're always either like chasing me for a bit, or one of them is like in the house, just like lounging and fucking chilling. But it like still scares me. Like I see a lad in the fucking house, and I'm like, damn, and I like try and run away and shit. Yeah, and I don't know why, bro. It's fucking weird.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like animals. I think animals are great. But one thing I've noticed from consciously jumping into dreams and stuff, you can program them, right? So if you feel like, obviously your natural like instinct is to be afraid of an animal that could kill you, but in this dream world, they're not an animal that could kill you.
Yeah.
They're a symbol. So if you don't want to, like, maybe there's something to learn, like these could be like your friends or something like that, or they could just be expressions of something that if you stop running from them, you could learn something. But obviously naturally you do run from them. So like you could program the dream so that, like, for example, say, do whatever comes to mind, but like you can watch videos on the internet of like lovable lions and lovable cheetahs and stuff like that, so that, yeah, yeah, so that
That's it. That's it.
your subconscious is reprogrammed with the association of a lion, so that
Yeah.
when you do have that dream again, your reaction to the lion is gonna be
You
different.
know what? Yeah, you know what I think I've been seeing these lions in my dreams
Mm.
is because I went on safari like on Christmas,
Oh
and I
yeah, man, oh man,
saw them lions like right here, bro, like right here,
I
and that
know,
shit was,
I remember seeing it on Keisha's Instagram, bro. It was
yeah, bro, and like I was staring at one of those lions like in its fucking eye, bro. Like the whole time, I didn't take pictures or nothing. I was just like looking straight at that shit, and I don't know if you're not supposed to do that or some shit. Like they tell you not to look at them.
no, don't look the lions in the eye. The fuck?
Yeah.
It's usually like, don't feed the lions, like don't make eye contact. These are very that the lions have
Maybe
anxiety.
no.
You're giving the lions
It
anxiety,
was a
dude.
spiritual lion, bro. Like it looked
Yeah.
at me. We exchanged eye contact, and now our souls are like entangled. Cause now there's always a fucking lion strolling around in
Your
my
dreams.
dream house dream.
Okay,
But
that's
I
cool.
fuck with it. I'm just trying to not run away this time.
Yeah,
But it's weird. Like I see it so often, but I'm still like, nope, fuck this shit.
yeah, man. That's cool though, man. Cause fears. That's another thing about like dreams, bro. Like your fears are like challenges, and you're supposed to like actually run towards them. Like I remember,
Yeah.
I've told people about this dream, and I really it was a really nice dream to a certain extent. I won't go through all of it, but there was a bear, a grizzly bear that was chasing me. And I was running and I climbed up a tree. Oh, you froze? Or are you just being really still?
You froze for a second.
Cool, cool. But yeah, a grizzly bear was chasing me and I ran up a tree and the grizzly bear started shaking the tree. And and then I woke out of the dream because I was afraid. And I was like, when I woke up and I realized there was a dream, I was like, fuck. And then I jumped back into the dream and I was like, fuck that. And then I jumped back into the dream and I imagined myself jumping down from the tree and like doing some big dragon punch on the grizzly bear. And then the next part of the dream, I was walking through a big field and it was all sunny and shit, like golden field of grains or whatever the fuck. Not grains, whatever. It's just golden. And I see a bear in the distance, but like it's a completely different vibe. Like the bear's my friend and shit.
Because
Yeah, like the bear gained like a respect for me for my
you sucker punched them.
yeah, I stood my ground. And then I started carrying around a bear as I started to see the bear as like a protective symbol. I started carrying around like a big teddy bear.
Like a
And,
Mowgli in your dream.
huh? Nah, in
Mo-
real life, he was my. I had this big teddy bear, and
oh.
yeah, I forgot what I called him. I gave him a name. I think I called him Pooh Bear or some shit. So
Pooh
yeah,
Bear.
man, Pooh Bear, Christopher Robin. Yeah, man.
Fuck
I
Christmas.
was. It's just it's a whole bunch of shit, bro. Like it's a whole bunch of shit. Like you remember, remember that dragon I had, the white dragon?
The White Dragon?
Yeah,
No.
I had that. I had that. There's this. I remember it was when you were down here. I was telling you I was
That's
having.
a White Dragon. I would have seen it somewhere.
Oh no, not. It wasn't in the physical. It wasn't physically real, but like, um, I was telling you, yo, I'm having dreams about this white dragon, and then, and
I
then,
think I remember.
and then I told, like, right after I told you about it, we was watching Family Guy, and Peter Griffin was riding on the same white dragon,
What happened?
and you were like, yo, it's the dragon. How'd you not remember that shit, man? Now I'm out here looking crazy, bro. Hey, remember my dragon? Shit, man, I thought you would have remembered that. I remember that shit. That shit
No,
was.
no, no. It's ringing loud.
Nah, bro, it's too late.
No. Dude, it froze for a second. I was trying to tell you that I remember, but it froze.
Oh
But
yeah.
like, I kind of remember, but not really.
Nah, it's
Dude,
cool.
I have like the worst
Yeah, my
short
memory,
term and long term.
bro. I've been having this weird shit that's been happening like over the last like couple months. Like, it's usually when I'm like getting ready to sleep or some shit. But like,
Yeah.
you know when you're in bed and you you're thinking, like my short-term memory when I'm thinking is crazy. Like I'll have like a whole thought um like sequence or like stream of thought. I'm
And then it will
thinking
just
the
appear. Yeah.
whole thing goes away and I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, that
Like
happens to me as well
I was having
sometimes.
a whole conversation. Like I was
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
down to
yeah, yeah.
something.
And like sometimes I'm like on some deep shit. And I'm like I'm about to hit the point, and then
Yeah.
as I'm going to the point, if I like
I was like, what
look
was
away for a second, it just like it goes, and I'm like, wait, what was I talking about? I'm like, gone, bro. I'm like, fuck. I guess I'll never know.
that shit's scary, bro. That shit's scary. I don't like that.
and it's always when I feel like I'm talking about like some very well
Important.
thinking about some really insightful shit, and then it
Yeah.
just goes away like as easy as it came. I'm just like, wow.
But you know what my theory of that is?
Yeah.
My theory is that because I've realized that it's always when it's a stream of conscious, like it's always when it's a stream of thought. Yeah. So when you're reaching a certain, let's say, frequency of thought, you're at a certain frequency, and then if you go back into a thinking frequency of like, then you
Ah.
can't tap back into it, you know? Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
I see you. I see you. I see you.
Yeah, I think that's my, so you got to kind of ride the
Mm.
wave, but it is like, like that means maybe if I can somehow stay on that frequency whilst I'm maybe writing or like recording somehow, then maybe that'll be better. So that I don't just lose like a whole thing.
I wonder. Like a whole fucking thesis statement, and it's just like boom, gone.
Yeah, bro. I could just record that on my phone or something and just be on my merry way.
Bruh, by the way, I'm gonna take this chance real quick to promote my new EP coming out tomorrow.
Ooh, let these niggas know.
Pew,
Yeah,
pew, pew,
man.
pew.
The announcement. That's really what this was about, man. This is an elaborate advertisement. Yeah, go
Yeah.
on, man. What's the new EP?
So it's a bunch of short songs recorded and produced on GarageBand on an
Okay.
iPad Memoir. Just 5 songs, nice tunes, and some little singing by me. It's the first time I'm doing singing on the record.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I haven't found a name for it yet. I was trying to figure out the name today. I've named and arranged the tracks and shit,
Mm.
but I haven't got the name yet. But I have the cover, and it's coming out tomorrow.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
snap. Okay. Wow. Hell yeah. All right.
It's
I
some of the
mean,
shit you've already heard, like
let
you'll remember when you hear it.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
But
bet.
it's just like it's all recorded on an iPad. I think it sounds pretty dope. And I'm gonna call it my first EP because like I don't really know how to make music as of yet now, but it'll be cool to look back to
As a
after I know how to make
starting point.
it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You gotta start somewhere, you know?
Yeah. I still don't know how to make music, bro. He's just out here
It's
winging
hard,
it.
bro.
But yeah, my new EP Sunday, LP, EP, whatever the fuck. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'm on like,
MP, all that shit.
yeah, bro.
Member of
Z.
Parliament dropping Friday.
All right, man. I'm gonna be promoting that on my WhatsApp.
On my socials.
On my WhatsApp. The five people that watch my WhatsApp story. You know what
Why
I'm
don't you
saying?
fuck with Instagram or
Nah,
at least Twitter, bro?
at this point, Instagram is for me to like. I got like 7 people I follow. I got this new band that I've been working with for a couple months. I follow them. And, there's this guy who was this guy in Spain, no, Portugal, that wants to manage me. So I follow him and some
In
other producer.
Portugal, what the fuck? Why is he? How do you find
I've got this weird new international collective. Nigga, like
in diaspora right now?
what we got one guy from Paris, and everyone got sent back home because it is Roni, bro. Roni sent everyone home. I got one guy from Italy, a guitarist from Italy, a rapper from Paris, he raps in French, and a rapper from New Zealand, whose song I was playing earlier. So
Man,
and then our managers, or you know, might be our manager is Portuguese. So
that's so lit.
I know, bro. And I met these guys just at open mics and shit, and they were like, "Yo, we want you to be in our band, bro." I was like, "Yeah, sure." So now I'm in it. Now
Wait
I'm in
for it,
it.
also.
Huh?
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's lit. But I want to be in a band so badly, but like I just want to be the lead singer. That's it. But the problem is, you ready? I don't know how to sing. That's the problem.
That's no excuse, bro. You know how many famous niggas singing right now don't know how to sing, G? Just do it. Figure
I
out,
can
figure
get a
out.
little. Yeah, so I can get a little dip in the water.
Mm,
Figure out my range and my and my keys.
That's it. Just do it.
I want to be like, I want to make like alternate fucking rock and rap at the same time. That's what I want to do.
Get her done, boy.
I want to be like Def Hines and Pop Smoke.
That is shit, boy. That is quite a pair.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
Yes, sir.
Yo, rip the boy, rip baby, man.
Go 912 and be away, man.
Hmm?
So let's be go 912 and be away.
I have no idea what you just said, bro.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, what did you just say?
So let's big O 912 and be away.
I still don't know what you said, bro.
That's what he used to say in like.
Oh, okay. I didn't even listen to that nigga's music, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Your
I
dad.
listened to that mixtape you sent me. His last one, what's it?
Meet the Woo.
Yeah.
She was hard.
That shit was nice. I mean, I heard like PTSD and all the other shit everyone else has heard. But he was hard, man. He was a good guy. I like when people have short lives, man. Short lives, short careers, go out with a bang.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's cool on in history, but like living it is kind of.
Oh yeah, nah, it's definitely a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I mean, we all gonna die.
I feel my nigga Mac Miller in the back, bro. Fuck.
Oh, you got a Mac Miller poster, bro. Easy, yo.
But
Yeah, rip that, man.
we got Travis over here.
Mac Miller's gonna go down as more important than Eminem, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah,
stamp that
course.
now, bro. Like
Of
the whole meme that Eminem is good is it needs to end, man. Niggas don't listen to that. Niggas don't listen to that shit, bro.
Who the fuck?
I don't know any
slime shady or whatever, bro.
That's it, slime shady, bro. Slime shady. Fucking hell, man.
Crazy. Mac Miller said in his Circles album, "If life is but a dream, so are we." I was like, "Yes, Lord." I said, "Yes, sir."
Yeah, he says a bunch of shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
Mac Miller's. He's a cool dude, bro. He's a cool dude, bro.
Most dope. You just can't hate him, bro. Like, if you hated Mac Miller, you just hated yourself, you know? Or you hated white people.
Yeah, word, yeah.
And neither are accepted these days. So,
yeah, man. Shouts to my white people, bro. No, I'm joking.
Shouts to all my white niggas and my black mates.
Yeah, man. Shouts to the good white people, bro. You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to that one friend of mine this year who asked me if he could have a pass to say the N-word one time.
What'd you say to him?
I looked at him.
You know he went on the internet and just said it anyway. These white boys, bro.
Some funny shit happened to me in uni with like fucking nigga and all that shit. Like people should just say it, bro. Like, just say it, bro.
I don't know about that.
No,
You know what? I do want to talk about like.
I'm capping.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's cool. You're capping, but like, it's weird, bro. Because my cousin, he hangs out with a bunch of white boys, and they just also because he's Benjamin. He's a white passing biracial young man, and all his friends. Because it's like this new thing of like, yo, we're the internet kids and we don't care about race and shit. We all just say the N-word, but it's like not really, because like if a black guy that you're physically afraid of is around you, you're not gonna say it. So like, just out of fear. So what is it really? Man. And then even if you do say it, and then it's like you're gonna fight for your right to say the N-word, but then
like what right is that?
But I don't know. It's a nice word. Like I love saying it. It feels good. Yeah, man. But I don't know.
I used to around white people when I was younger, but no, I don't give a fuck. And I just, it's just
Oh shit.
alive.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yo. Man clapped till it came back.
Yeah, I always try shit like that.
Pending
um,
reality. Shit.
nah, but this conversation's the N word conversation, man. I don't know where it goes because it's a word. You feel me? But like
But
my stance on it is like, there's a whole bunch of words I don't want you to say, and there's a whole bunch of words you don't want me to say. So let's get it figured out now. And because like for real, like I've never met a white person who said the M word and it sounds like natural, you know. Like, and
yeah,
there's even
yeah,
black people who don't say it because it doesn't feel right, and I respect that. Because why would you force yourself to say some
yeah.
shit? So that's my stance on it. And then it's like, and then also my perspective is like, shit, nigga, like that word's spiritual. You feel me? I'm gonna just leave it at that.
NEGS.
Niggas. That Cajun shit. And you, yo, remember I was bumping.
Ethiopia.
Came from Ethiopia. Yo, shouts Ethiopia, man. Apparently, it's 2012 right now in Ethiopia, Ethiopian calendar. G shit. It's 2012.
Oh, bro.
No, I'm being serious. Like, check Google. I was about to check it earlier, but I just took someone else's word for it. But apparently, right now is it's 2012 in the Ethiopian calendar.
They're probably having a nice one then.
A nice 2012. Nah, today's not New Year's, but like, wait, let me check. Yo, who was that Nazi you were talking about yesterday, by the way?
Oh, that Nazi fellow.
Yes. Heidegger?
Heidegger.
Heidegger?
Yeah, Heidegger.
Yeah, man. What's his thing?
What's he saying?
Yeah.
Just some Nazi shit, bro.
Yeah. The current year in Ethiopia is 2012.
Dude, what do you mean, bro?
Because different not everyone uses the Roman calendar, you feel me? Like you got you got the Chinese calendar, you got the Ethiopian, you got the Aztec niggas, you got so many different calendars, bro. I remember I was on the Wikipedia page for calendars and so many.
I thought you were gonna say, I remember when I used to use the Wikipedia calendar or some shit. But if it's
I guess
2012,
Wikipedia at this point, Wikipedia could be a nation. Fuck.
a nation.
Yeah, bro. The internet's the new god.
Bro, internet been got for a minute, bro. It used to be money, now it's the internet.
Yeah, man. Money's cancelled, bro. Corona just cancelled money. Facts, bro.
Shit, I was
Ronnie.
gonna say something, but I forgot now. Oh yeah, Heidegger, my Nazi friend.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I don't even know what to say about Heidegger. I kind of don't want to talk about him because
Because he's
I
a
read.
Nazi. Nah, he don't. Well, I'm gonna just elaborate because the internet might not know the difference. Victor doesn't have
Because
any
I've written
Nazi
about him in
friends.
mine.
Yeah, Victory's doing a philosophy course. Heidegger's a famous philosopher who was also a Nazi. But
But his
yeah,
thoughts
go on.
were okay. The things that he talked about that I talked to you about are not
Mhm.
Nazi centered.
Oh yeah. I was just using that as a frame of reference. But
Yeah.
I remember he was going into the nature of, because I went on his Wikipedia page briefly, and he speaks a lot about the nature of being and
Yeah.
what it is to be. Your
Yeah,
life.
Darzine and all that shit. I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if there's any philosophy people that are listening to this shit. They'll probably know what we
Bro,
talking about.
everyone's a philosopher, bro. Everyone has a.
That's facts, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody got Instagram, bro. Everybody.
Everyone's got a WhatsApp status, you know. Everyone has
Yeah,
that status bar. And what's everyone's got
everybody has
those
that freedom of expression thing, you know.
exactly, man. I mean,
Oh well, not everybody.
but one thing, yeah,
That's
true. Shouts to my North Koreans. Shout to the Chinese. But I mean, shouts everyone really. But
shout out to everybody just doing this life thing right now, and
yeah,
I
man.
know it's weird right now.
Trust me, man. The human mind is a strange thing. But I do want to get into I do want
Yes,
to get into I want to go back actually because we were speaking about fear and how it constricts us in so many ways on so many levels. What, as far as like methodology, could you do to liberate yourself from these constraints so that you can be like more productive or just more shall I say free?
fear sets up um for you to be scared of it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Like,
you kind of
uh,
froze up a little bit. Could you go back?
I said fear like creates itself and the world that you want that like it wants you to be afraid of, you know? Like it'll create the things that you want to see to be scared of and you will see him as like as reality, you know? And that's the most abstract but very like literal thing about fear. Like you can like how do I elaborate this? Like you can have a fear of like being in public, right? So every time you go to like the cafeteria or some shit, you're like, holy fuck, like I'm scared I'm gonna drop my plate because I'm in front of that can affect how you're being like around in the cafeteria, you know, because you're afraid of fucking people. Now like take away that fear and you're moving in the cafeteria differently. Like you're seeing space in the cafeteria. You're noticing different colors or noticing scents and shit because you're not looking through fear anymore, and you're in a space where like shit is just hitting you. You know, you're taking shit in instead of blocking yourself and defending yourself from shit that you've supposed is there.
Yeah, that makes sense, and I can agree with that. Like, and that almost sets it up to where it's like fear is almost its own entity, like it's a
Yeah.
conspiracy. Like
Exactly.
that's what I didn't say, self-sabotage, right? Like there's an aspect of yourself that doesn't want you to liberate yourself from your own fear.
Yeah, like it's like there's a part of you that enjoys to suffer.
And why is that, do you think?
I just think it's because it's easy to fall into the habit of being fearful, and then it becomes habitual. So much so that it becomes like real, you know?
And that's safety.
Yeah, exactly. Safety and fear, and
Mm.
which is like counterintuitive because it's safety and fear, but you're always trying to protect yourself from the fear itself already, you know, like that you've created or that's creating that safety.
Mm.
Paradox in that.
It is quite paradoxical because everyone wants safety, but then uh it's like you have to be constantly vigilant, and then it's like, and what the question I was asking, um when you're in that place of fear consciousness and fear based like thought cycles, what can you do? Like, what can you do? Like, what can you use? What methods can you use to take yourself out of it?
Out of that state.
Yeah.
Well, where the repeating in my head that's making me that's making me fearful, you know.
Sorry,
Uh,
I lost connection with you again. I don't know if it's your connection or mine. I fear that it may be mine.
no, I think it's mine. It keeps on like disconnecting, connecting and shit.
Okay, but are you hearing me consistently though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it must be you then. But yeah, go on. Sorry, what did you say?
What was I saying?
The
Oh
method.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So when you're in this like state of fear, yeah, I think the most. I think first of all, it's very important to notice that you're moving like in fear, you know, because if you don't notice that you're moving fearfully, you'll take it as just moving normally, you know, like
Right,
just
right.
moving your natural state and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're fearful of, you know. I've,
Sorry, it was the second thing that you
it's just
said
up to you
that
to decide, like,
so I lost you after you said you have to you have to diagnose what it is that you're fearful that you are afraid, moving in fear. You have to recognize that you are moving in fear. What was the
yeah.
second thing you said?
Then that I don't think it's in
What the my nigga, bruh. I keep losing this
a
guy, man.
person moving in fear. You know. Hello.
Yeah, no, okay, I got you now. Start again. If I lose you again, then I'm gonna try and move and get in a different, go downstairs or something, get closer to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, go again.
Maybe it's my position as well. You know, let me try and move
Try and get
because
closer
it
to
was
the
pretty good
Wi-Fi.
over here.
Okay, cool.
Is it good
I mean, yeah, we'll see. Try again.
here? All right. So you know you're moving in fear, yeah,
Hmm.
which isn't your natural state of being.
Or is it? But
I
yeah,
don't think
continue.
so.
Continue.
Okay, yeah. So let's say, as per my thesis, it's not your natural state of being. So then you notice that something is causing you to be fearful in the world, yeah?
Hmm.
Something is causing you to wanna, or like there's a wall, there's like something that's making resistance between you and whatever thing. And then it's like the lions in my dream, bro. You have to confront the fear of whatever is there, you know, because you can either choose one to continue moving in fear and let whatever you're fearful of like dominate you,
Mm.
or you can be brave and move move with the fear, you know, like dance with it, or
Okay, cool.
you know what I'm
So
saying?
yeah, so we've gotten the word. So we've gotten things that you can be, right? But assuming that you have these fears, then you can assume that you're lacking bravery. So how can one become more brave if that's not their current state in this situation? I.e., the case with the lions. What can you do with the lions, um, or whatever lions may exist in the physical realm? All right, I'm gonna go downstairs. I don't want to move all my stuff, bro. I got a whole situation here. All right, so I'm thinking I might need to move downstairs because it might be me.
Yeah.
But oh man, we was getting to
Does it say Big Sunday at the bottom of your screen?
no,
It
why?
says it says Big Sunday and like a Wi-Fi thing
Oh
at the
no,
bottom.
that's my name, but like
Oh, okay.
but
That's a joke. Okay, okay.
yeah, that's the name I got right now. That's what I'm working with. But what, so you don't see my video?
No, I see you, I see you.
Okay. Um I want to go downstairs, man. All right, let's talk for as long as we can whilst we got, and then when you freeze again, I'll go downstairs.
Okay. Um, so in other news, before we get back into what we were talking about, I don't know when I'm gonna go back home, bro.
Oh, because it is Roni?
Yeah, because there's Rona, bro.
Uh,
Borders
when were you
closed.
supposed to go back?
I was supposed to go back in May, early May. I was gonna move it to end of May because I want to work.
Mm.
But now borders closed till further notice, man.
So
Till the furthest notice border, man.
that's the wildest thing about this shit is like there's not even any time schedules on shit. Like I'm for some
Yeah,
reason I've got 2 months in my head. 2 months is just in my head for whatever reason. I think someone might have said it, or I just thought this can't be longer than 2 months. But
if it's longer than 2 months, I think
yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs.
it's gonna be fun. My hair is on a madness right now. It needs like some oilies.
I'm gonna get my shit and go downstairs, just see if hopefully this gets better.
Yeah, was 6ix9ine actually released yesterday, or was that April Fool?
I think it was today. He was released today.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
No, man. The Rona just keeps on giving. Real, bro. I think my brother might be down. Watching TV. Let me see. This is gonna make for some great yeah, it's even saying my connection's unstable. This is gonna make for some great entertainment, man. But I mean it's a podcast, like these are supposed to be long and somewhat all right, let me try and just do it from here. Okay. Where were we at, man? So Yeah, man, it's quite interesting, bro. Like for your case, like you're not even in your home country. You're stranded out here.
Yeah, bro.
Like
Barely been in this country like 2 months
right.
before I know it, and then I was locked in.
Yeah, my guys, luckily they were able to get out before they got stuck here because they're not even in university. They were just staying in hostels and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
Would
yeah,
they have been kicked out or whatever if they were still in hostels and shit and Corona was?
yeah, because they had to pay to be in hostels, but they couldn't work no more, obviously, and they didn't have no family down here or nothing like that. So
Wait, so how does that work? Like, how can they stay in the country in hostels and shit if they're not working or like school or nothing?
well, they were working, like they had jobs. Obviously, Corona fucked it up, you know. So I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. I'm
Man,
trying. I'm not. It's not really stressing me out because, bro, I've spent most just at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is somewhat normal to me, but at the same time, when other people feel a certain way, it makes me feel a certain way.
yeah.
You know what I mean? My grandma got corona, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's apparently gonna be cool. She's gonna be
Actually,
back. Huh? Yeah, man. She actually got it. She got the Roni, bro. I was out
that's
here
crazy.
saying black people don't get corona and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I to be honest, man, I was starting to feel like if I kept saying that then someone would get it and you know what I mean.
I thought I had it for a second. I was
I think
really.
I think I did have it. I think a part of me feels like I gave it to my grandma, bro.
Damn, that's deep. That's deep. That's
I
deep.
know it's you know what I mean? But I mean she's strong though, like she's cool. She gonna be back
Yeah,
home in a few days. But
that's calm.
she gotta be quarantined. I don't know how long the quarantine's supposed to be for, but it's whatever.
Have you seen how they do the test?
No.
Bro, they stick a fucking, what do you call it? Like ear swab. What do you call it?
Yeah.
Q-tip. Like up your nose, yeah.
Mm.
And like really shove it in there and shit. And they just like leave it for like a couple of seconds and they pull it out. It
Oh,
looks so fucking.
yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
I'm to be honest, that's not. I was glad that you said it up your nose because I was like, damn. I hope it's not too bad. But what else, man? I was actually gonna text you, bro. I was gonna text you like, yo, let's see if we can go the whole thing without talking about Corona, but we failed.
Uh,
We did pretty well though. I think we've gone like an hour in.
yeah.
We've gone like an
I
hour
swear we
in.
talked about it already in the beginning, but not really.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mentioned Roni. I remember saying Roni. Yeah.
You cannot.
I'm waiting for Lil B to cuss this shit, man.
Man.
Lil B needs to stop fucking around and put the curse on them shits.
Yo, cuz,
Yeah.
you're breaking up a little bit.
Okay. Wait, let me move again.
Your sweater's hard, bro. I like that.
Yeah, man, I'm waiting for that Boondocks to come back.
When's it supposed to come out?
I don't know. What's his name? Died, innit? Granddad.
Yeah.
So it's been a year of death. It's been a death year.
2020, man. Chinese Year of the Dragon, bro. Dragon
Oh
taking
yeah,
niggas
taking niggas out, boy.
with the flame, the torch.
I'm trying to get my grandma to a century. She just had her 90th birthday.
Wow, that's fucking lit. Bro, if I
Yeah.
ever hit 90, like shit. I don't even know if I want to hit 90. I guess so. Sure, more life, more
Yeah.
blessing.
More life, more blessings, more fucking Doritos, bro. I just don't. I'm just afraid they don't have Doritos in heaven, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I feel like Doritos aren't a heavenly thing. I feel like in heaven they got like vegan shit.
they probably just have the dip and no Doritos.
Right? You're supposed to dip like celery. They got the celery.
Yeah.
You get the celery dip,
They
nigga.
probably don't even do triangles in heaven, bro.
Facts. All circles, all
Yeah.
curvatures. They don't even have
Harmony.
edges, bro, because they don't want
No,
this.
no hierarchy, you know?
Yes,
None of that.
nigga, fuck that shit. Except God, bro.
Yeah,
We got
except
God and we got everyone else. That's it. Because you know Satan got like he got his little minions and they got their minions and then you got us, nigga. Shouts Lucifer though.
Shouts Lucy.
Shouts Lucy, bro. That's my nigga. Yo, you listen to that Eternal Atake?
Bro, of course, man.
Yeah, man.
I listen to that shit so
Oh
much. I'm
yeah,
so
we talked about
excited.
it. Yeah. Joshua was shitting on it.
Yeah. That
Joshua's
was like
been on a
one.
whole. He's been on a whole campaign, bro. He's letting the word out that it's not a good album.
Yeah.
I
And he
don't
still
know,
doesn't.
bro. I don't know. I feel like the production was great, and a lot of his rapping was very interesting. Like I didn't know he was gonna go full on drill like that. Like I didn't know he was sounding like fucking Lil Durk and shit and all them niggas.
Yeah,
So
I fucked with it. I fuck with
nah,
with a lot of the songs in the deluxe as well.
I still haven't listened to the deluxe, bro. I still haven't listened to
Yo,
the deluxe.
there's some songs in there that are fucking slap, man.
I heard a
Like
couple tracks.
he has Yesersky with 21 Savage, that's sick. What's Up with Future, that's also sick.
Yeah, I heard the one. Shit, which one did I hear? Was it? No, it's not. I don't even remember, bro. To be honest, I never listened to Uzi as much as like Trippy Red, bro. Niggas shit on me for listening to Trippy Red. I fuck with Trip. I think Trippy Red's sick. Of all these SoundCloud demons, Trippy Trippy Red's probably my favorite.
100 Rapid, bro.
Huh?
1400.
1400 gang. Yeah, man.
I actually only got into Trippy like last year, to be honest.
Is it what were you listening to?
Last year?
Yeah, not like Trippy's music. Cause I've pretty much gone through most of it.
Um, album art cover and shit. I forget what it's called. But it has the album that has a song with Young Thug in it called Forever Ever or some shit.
Oh, Life's a Trip.
Yeah, it's Life's a Trip.
Yeah, Life's a Trip. That's a good one, bro.
Yeah.
I think that was, you know what's weird about these rappers, right? They hit their peak at like 18, 19.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like most musicians like hit their peak in like their mid to late 20s. If you're gonna look at like the musicians I've studied at least, these niggas hit their peak in their teens. And then they start like getting old and fat and shit. Like Uzi aged between like 2017 and 2019, Uzi aged like 30 years, bro. Like it's fucked, bro. These drugs that they've been taking.
Yeah.
I guess that's what happens when you give like drug addicts like a bunch of fame and money.
Yeah, man. Imagine that. Like you're like not even just like a fucking like first of all you're already a drug addict. And then you're like just poured for fucking bands on bands, yeah.
Mm.
Like you're bound to just fucking
And
go
everyone's
nuts for a
everyone's
bit, right?
everyone's singing your songs, celebrating like all the drugs you take and shit.
And then there's all these bitches throwing ass on you. also taking drugs. Like
Yeah.
it's it's recipe for
It's
disaster.
it's kind of like if you think about it, it's sad because like they're almost like the sacrifices because they give us the vibes. Like they bring us like the vibes, like so like we can vicariously experience like being on Molly or being on Zans or Percocet, all these drugs that like the average person is not going to really be abusing. We can vicariously get that vibe without
Yeah,
having to destroy our bodies. And they're kind of like the sacrifices. We just kind of like harvest their energy. It's fucked. It's fucked, bro. It is actually fucked, especially when you get into like the gangster aspect of shit as well. Like it's like
What gang?
wow, not those rappers specifically, just rappers in general. Like
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
like just the gangster rap and like
the gangsterism of it.
yes,
It's
uh,
mad. Remember when when I I started rapping in like your house in 2017, and I was like, I don't know what to rap about because like I'm not like a fucking shooter or whatever. Like I don't fucking do.
and that those are the prime trap years too.
Yeah, bro.
Those are the, I
Damn,
was a
bro.
trap was yeah,
Sav
man.
Savage is fucking speaking about like all this shit. Everybody Uzi was speaking about the shit. Just like, damn, bro. I'm
Mm.
17 years old. I don't know what to rap about. I still kind of don't know what to rap about, but that's not stopping me.
Facts, bro. Yeah, just do it, bro. Just fucking
Just
do
go
it.
for it.
Just fucking do what you do. Like I see it as like you're like it's you have a whole mind and a whole like perspective and shit. Just be creative. You ain't even got to think of it as rap. Like what even is that?
You frozen? You frozen? Hello?
Oh, I can hear me.
I was gonna say.
I'm glad you heard that joke. Um,
Bro.
what else is there to get to? I don't know when you end these things, bro.
No, listen, let me say something. Let me say something.
Yeah, go ahead. I feel like I want to get a drink, man. I'm gonna check if my mom's got some wine in a minute. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, so speaking about being creative, yeah,
Yes, sir.
I kind of noticed that the way I had been making art over like the last year, or not making, but at least thinking about it, was in the sense of like of celebrity and fame and what's popular and all that shit. But
Mm-hmm.
then I had like this little epiphany of like remembering what looking at art was like when I was like younger and shit, and just like looking at shit and being like, wow, like just being immersed that somebody like drew that, or like that, like of the whole world that I'm seeing that's been drawn and shit, and the strangeness of it instead of painted the fucking booby, or like look at how he blended his paint or some shit, or look at how this particular artist made this, I mean this famous artist made this famous painting. No, no, no. These days what I try and do instead, instead of like trying to approaching like pay out that I think people will like, I just like go and fucking draw. And usually these days I just start with like scribbles. I just like let the line go wherever it wants to go, and then I have like certain shapes kind of drawn out, and then I'll look at the scribbles again, and then I'll draw out whatever shapes or whatever I can see in the scribbles, right?
Mm.
And it's like I was explaining to my friend the other day. It's like looking at clouds and like seeing like shit in clouds, and then drawing out what I see in the clouds. And I've been drawing some
Mm-mm.
mad shit, bro. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
man. I was gonna
this
say,
shit comes
man.
true.
I'm a post a link to your Insta. You still got your some of your stuff on your Instagram?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna post a link to your Instagram on the in the bio, whatever the fuck they call it on YouTube, because nigga, you're an insanely talented illustrator, bro. Like you have a very distinguished style and like tone, you know,
Yeah,
to your work, like that is very expressive of like an inquisitiveness, and it's really you, and that's a very beautiful thing, man. That's a very beautiful thing to see.
it's
And
strange.
yeah, go on.
The thing I feel like I don't have, trying to create a style for myself that's still myself but can be used in a lot of ways. So I think that's like the coolest shit to have in art. Like have a language, a visual language, but that you can change and shit. I
Mm,
think it's there, but I just don't see it as myself because I'm myself. It's like
yeah,
how you can't smell your own smell, but everybody has a smell.
everyone else can smell your smell.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. I smell you, bro. I smell you. Definitely, man.
Dude, go get a drink. I'm a smoke a bong and then we'll recap.
Oh, well, you want to do like a part two?
Yeah, bro, sure, why not?
You know what? I could probably do it from downstairs, and I have better Wi-Fi. I'll just because Kamara's not making noise, so yeah.
Word.
All right, guys. See you in the part two.
Wait. Look. Wait. Okay, fuck it. I'll just send you a picture.
All right, bet. Peace of love.